ITGC questions 2025. These are the questions which we are asking for associates or interviewer has asked back to us. These are the questions actually collected from the resources who is preparing for ITGC and published here so that the particular associates who are seeking jobs could get help from these questions and should prepare accordingly. Coming to the slide. As we know, friends, in ITGC, multiple domains are there, in which number one domain is the data center controls. So these are the questions probably may ask from the DC controls. So question number one, what is the difference between physical and environmental security? What are the types of control you maintain in a data center control? Third question, how many controls do you test in ITGC and do you require any support staff during audit of DC and why? What controls you audit in data center? Can you list in descending orders? What technical security failures you face in a DC? So these are the few questions, I mean a kind of demo questions which you need to prepare if you wish to to audit in terms of data center controls. Second domain relates to access management. This is the backbone of ITGC. Interviewer must ask many questions related to access management, hence this comes under the domain 2. These are the demos. Explain about logical and physical access controls. How many categories of logs are there in a system? Can you name? Um, can you analyze the logs? I mean, from where you can analyze the logs, right? What is the frequency of audit in your organization? And how much time you would require to complete the audit. These are the related questions. I'm 100% sure that very few questions came from outside. So my request to all that you kindly review all these questions and you need to prepare accordingly. Third domain relates to the BCP-DR, that is business continuity management, and the disaster recovery. Simulation and the discovery, what is the difference? Why there is lagging between the data center and the replication of disaster recovery? What is the main cause behind this? What kind of data do we copy from the primary data center? That means it's a kind of production data, non-production data, development data, etc. What is the frequency of replication of data? Must ask questions. What is the recommended medium to replicate the business data from DC to DR? Very important. What is the difference between DC, DR and BCP sites? Must ask questions. Very important from the knowledge point of view as well. What is the recovery point objective and recovery time objective? Very important. In your SLA, what is the frequency of failover? How much time required to fail over the organizer? Kindly give practical view. Domain 4 is the incident management. So these are the few questions you need to prepare if you are going to ITGC. Like difference between security incident and incident. Most of the candidates actually confuse the difference between incident and a security one. Life cycle of incident management. As an auditor, how will you audit the incident management logs? What's the relation between incident management, RC and CM, change management? Okay, what is the process to review the incident logs? Very important. What's the name of your incident management tool with version details? Suppose you are manager one associates breaches the data, only you are knowing about the breach. Do you inform the client? If yes, why? Or if no, why? Actually, interviewer wants to know your logic. Okay, whether you are informing to client yes or no and why. Next is the ERM. I mean, sorry. Next is for the SDLC, that is the change management. Okay, very few questions asked from this domain, like change management and the purpose. Okay, what is the CM life cycle, workflow, types of and the types of changes in ITGC? How will you audit the CM logs, or from where you would collect the logs to audit? Next is the ERM, enterprise risk management. What is the difference between like inherent and the normal risk? Residual risk versus acceptable risk versus risk appetite. What's the life cycle of risk management? Let's take an example. Okay, scenario based. An organization having n numbers of vendors with cloud services availability seems complex infra. Which risk is associated with this and why? These are the questions you need to prepare if you are preparing for ITGC domains. One more thing, if you need one-to-one session, connect with me uh, via my email ID. My email ID is mentioned in the about section under my channel. So my actual purpose is to publish these questions to you, so that guys you could get help if you are preparing for this particular interview, that is ITGC. So these are the real face in interview and I have collected from my resources. So guys, take benefit of those questions, because these are the very particular questions in terms of the ITGC domain. So thank you so much. Stay tuned. Have a nice day.